In America itself, our valiant forces are making excellent progress. The front is expanded daily as city after city falls into our hands. Everywhere our troops are met by cheating citizens happy to be liberated from the yoke of their oppressive government. Already the American proletariat is joining us in spontaneous...
The initial landing went well, and within a few days we had Seattle secured and several regiments moving out into the surrounding countryside. It felt great to finally roam free after having spent weeks inside the cramped container ships. The Americans soon rallied their forces, though, and we began to encounter pockets of heavy resistance. After a pitched fight, they would melt back into the countryside, leaving us to count our dead and wounded. It didn't take long before the strain and frustration of being in a hostile country so far from home began to show on some of the men.
So, welcome back everyone to mission number 4 of World in Conflict.
Malashenko to Sokol 1. This place is too calm.
I agree, Captain. The river is the perfect place for them to defend. We need better intelligence before we continue the advance. Sokol 1 to Romano. Move ahead and scout out the area. And be wary of ambushes. All battle group elements. Spread out and hold in place. Romanov will scout ahead. Sokol 1 out.
Malashenko to Sokol 1. I wish the Americans would have the guts to stand and fight us.
Don't hope for too much, Captain. We lack the fire support for a decisive engagement.
We can do without it. My men are already chomping at the bit.
I am sure we will find the Americans soon enough, Captain.
I hope so. Then we shall destroy them utterly. Malashenko out.
So full
No
of
sign
daring.
of the enemy yet. I don't like this, Lieutenant. Take your group east and continue the reconnaissance. Sokol 1 out.
He is very...
Truce, Amerikanski. Why won't they face us?
Patience, Captain. I need you to keep your wits about you.
Don't worry about me, Uncle. Worry about the enemy. Malashenko out.
He is very headstrong. Actually, no, that's probably not the right word. He's very impatient and very full of himself. It's not going to do well for him in the
Still no
future.
sign of the Americans.
Malashenko here. They are close. I can feel it.
I believe you are right, Captain. But we must secure that bridge regardless. Romanov, your objective is to capture the bridge. Second Company will move in to support you once you are in place.
Alright, so far,
Sokol
pretty
1
good.
to all units. Continue the advance toward the river, but hold in place on the north side until the bridge has been secured.
Understood, товарищ полковник. Malashenko out. Well done, Lieutenant. Hold off the enemy. I am sending first platoon across to support you.
Gotta get rid of this
Sokol 1.
house.
Neutralize the enemy so that we can start using the bridge.
Make sure you get rid of that light tank, too, before it becomes a problem. And man, are we destroying this house. There we go. We do get some reinforcements. Just make sure that you take out the heavy stuff first. There we go.
The bridge is secure. Well done, everyone. Move across by company. I want column formations.
Malashenko here. We have incoming fighter. They're going for the bridge. Черт побери! Clear the bridge! Clear the bridge!
Comrade Captain, second platoon says they're 10 minutes out. Bastards! Tell that mongrel Petrov I'll put a bullet in his head if he's not here in 5. Sokol, this is Shipotnik. My men are surrounded and need immediate reinforcement. Прием! Shipovnik, I'm aware of the situation. Move your troops to the western fort and cross there. Romanov will create a diversion to the east.
Sokol, we don't have time for diversions and flanking maneuvers. I need a bridge there.
I say again, you are to flank to the west, Shipovnik. Sokol out.
Clean! Order second company to move west. We'll rendezvous at the fort. I hope the old fool knows what he's doing.
Very impatient.
Romanov, make a supporting attack on the eastern fort while 2nd and 3rd Company flank around to the west. We must reinforce our stranded comrades.
Oops, I may have accidentally.
It looks like the Americans are finally making a stand. Count on heavy resistance. I'm giving you light tank support.
Make sure you you put your troops in this area and just get a whole bunch of light
We
tanks.
also have reports of an enemy M1 Abrams tank in the area. This is the most lethal tank in the American arsenal. Destroy it if you get the opportunity.
Alright, so these guys are trapped here on the bridge. There's the secondary objective. Do not engage the tank right at this moment. We have to secure the ford here. Which means we have to get through this farm here. And putting your troops here is the quickest, and just get the light tanks. They're the best thing you can have at the moment. Right, and there is their heavy tank. It is not an enjoyable thing to fight. So you're going to have to do this carefully. Your best chance is to advance on the farm slowly.
Malachenko na связи. We are engaging the enemy at the western fort. My men on the other side are now completely surrounded.
Sokol 1 here. We will get to them, Captain. Romanov should draw some of their forces away to the east soon.
He better. Malachenko out. Говорит Malachenko. My men are hard beset by the enemy. I thought Romanov would draw them off.
Romanov is attacking the eastern fort as planned. A breakthrough on either side will force the Americans to retreat.
Understood, but it's not enough. I request a bridge layer.
Request denied, Captain. Again, sending in a bridge layer now would only ensure its destruction.
But we have to get across the river.
And we will do so at the forts. Sokol 1, out.
So just take your time with this section here. And don't advance too fast. Make sure you use good amounts of missiles for the heavier vehicles that you encounter. And I believe, yep, there is troops in that farmhouse. We're going to need to get rid of that too. Once we clear the area, we'll go engage this tank. And we're just going to attack from both sides at the same time, using as much of our missiles as we need to. And do be careful, because you get no more reinforcement points until later, and you have no means to repair yourself at the moment. There we go.
That Abrams tank is posing a serious threat to our forces, Romanov. Destroy it if you can.
Alright. Just charge. And just missile lock the thing with everything that you have. And pop smoke if you can, I believe.
Good.
Yes!
Each loss of those tanks is a serious blow to the Americans.
Now, the two armored transports cannot move anywhere else. Do not send them around to this farm. They will get decimated. Instead, send your infantry into these woods here. And we're going to carefully advance. And right now, the captain is... Malachenko is engaging them over there. We don't need to worry about them at all. Here's the plan. Basically, you're going to advance very cautiously, destroying slowly everything in your way. Alright. And by slowly moving, we destroy the defenses that they have here and take our time. Now, don't send these guys out in the open just yet, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Alright, so we're going to destroy these machine gun nests. Alright, there we go. We're going to take most of our tanks, move across, leave the most wounded one. That's why.
We have control of the eastern fort. Get some fortifications up, Romano.
Because they send in reinforcements. Now, we're going to use our tanks to the best of their ability, and our infantry in support. There we go. Nope, nope, no, 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 no.
There's the infantry heading out.
Alright, we got a few more coming. You should fire for all you're worth. That's what you should do. Go, 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 go. And the infantry do have grenade launchers, so that's fairly useful. But try your best to keep your most wounded units in the back. Oh, and they do come from that side too. I almost forgot. Darn it. And they got medium tanks. And as soon as you can get defenses up. Those should help with your defense against the enemy. Ah, shoot. We lost one. And the, Alright. You there. We need to get these fortifications up ASAP. Because they don't stop coming until, they don't stop attacking until we get both these up on the fort. And we do get some reinforcement points, but it's really not enough. Alright, come on, come on.
Excellent,
Yes.
Lieutenant. I am sending further reinforcements to you. Captain Maloshenko, what is your situation?
We've broken through the enemy lines. The Americans are pulling back.
Understood. Link up with your men and set up a perimeter.
Alright, got reinforcements, and our place for reinforcing has changed.
A machine gun is ready.
Romanov, I want you to move south and clear the enemy forces from the large farm ahead.
Gotcha. Alright. Still keep these guys over here, although you can place them at the bridge now. But, actually, hold on. We can get a repair vehicle. Let's get a repair vehicle. That will be more useful. Because we can then repair all our damaged stuff. So right now, so far, I think we've done pretty decent in steering, making sure we've got a good advantage. Now, do be careful. Keep out of range, and make sure you use your missiles on the enemy vehicles, because they will destroy them pretty efficiently, actually. Okay, now we've got a repair vehicle. We're going to get these guys fixed up. Charge. Alright, very good. Slowly but surely. See, all this. See, these guys are here from the start. And that's why you don't want these guys. Wait a second. Oh, gosh dang it. I must have misclicked. One of them went through the area. So, yeah, we only have one left now. Ah, that's okay. Whatever. One more repair should do it for now. And then we'll just sort of slowly advance,
Get your rifles and move.
destroying all that lays in our path. But you have to be careful. Your reinforcements are very limited in this mission. The use of your special abilities for your men and your vehicles is highly recommended. And just sort of slowly move your way through the enemy.
Говорит Maloshenko, the Americans are renewing their attack from southwest.
Understood, Captain. Can you hold?
We can hold against whatever those craven bastards throw against us.
Good. I am talking to our esteemed comrades in the Air Force, and they will soon give us priority.
We don't need their support. The Americans will soon break and flee.
I'm sure they will, Captain, but some air support will be welcome. So call one out.
I rest my case. He is a very much of a glory hog. And very haughty of himself.
AK is ready to fire. Get going. Let's
Alright,
move
so
it.
we're just gonna slowly...
So call one.
Oh.
We have a large concentration of enemy units at the farm. We have finally been given priority air support, and I am calling in a strike now.
Alright, this is why you don't blitzkrieg
Sokol 1 to
there.
Romano. Frontal aviation will deal with the Americans. Make sure you are clear of the target area.
This is why you just need to wait and don't try to blitzkrieg your way through, because the Air Force will come in eventually. Get an extra one of those, and it just destroys everything. Alright, we need to get moving on.
Infantry, heading out. Acknowledge, go. Sprint to the coordinates.
Light armor available. Malachenko to Sokol 1. What do we do about that bridge?
Romanov will secure the bridgehead, and then we'll repair the bridge. You
Alright.
must protect the southwestern flank.
Nothing will be allowed through. Malashenko out.
Get your infantry moving separately,
Sokol 1
and
to Romanov. Move to the bridge at once and dig in. The Americans will be back soon, and in greater numbers.
just move as fast as you can. The infantry don't matter too much
We are ready.
right now.
Moving out. Starting repairs available for battle. We're moving out now. Heading for the position. We're moving out now.
There we go.
Set up some sandbag positions if you can. You don't have much time.
Right,
Sokol
now this is
1
the
out.
other secondary objective, is to set up other defensive positions in
This is
front.
Sokol 1. The bridge has been repaired. You are free to move your units across.
We only have a certain time limit. We have 2 minutes before the attack. I will let you know the timer if there is one,
Tracks are steady.
even though the Bandicam logo is annoyingly there. Alright, and our reinforcement has changed. Get that other tank in here now, because we need to get these extra defenses set up within the time limit. And I would suggest once one of the once one of the secondaries is done, move those troops to the next secondary, and so on until you finish them all. Just to make it go
Romanov,
faster.
fill your sandbags faster. The Americans are closing in.
I'm going. Come on. Alright, we got 1 minute 20 seconds left, so we're doing exceptional.
Light armor available. Our tracks are steady.
Alright, that's one, that's the next, that's that.
A multi-layered defense is always the best option against a concentrated attack.
There we go. Secondary objective complete, baby. Now we have this other line of defenses. 1 minute left. Alright, not bad. And we do have a repair vehicle still. We're just going to
Armor moving out. Our tracks are
get
steady.
some repairs done here.
Repairing our comrade. Starting repairs now. Get that perimeter.
Infantry good to go. We're on the move.
Alright, 35 seconds. And Malashenko will just be over here. You can see all this craters was calling in airstrikes and all that stuff. Ooh, biplane. What does that say on the side? Oh, Super Duster. Alright, 17, 16, 15. Just a few more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Malashenko here. We're engaging an enemy force estimated battalion strength. And I see another group moving toward the bridge.
You must hold, Romanov. Sokol 1 out.
Alright. We just have to hold right now.
Launching 84 at the target.
Make good use of your stuff, your missiles, and get rid of the heaviest tanks that they have, which are the medium tanks for this difficulty anyway. Now the front defenses are pretty good. They provide a decent enough distraction so that you can concentrate on destroying their tanks. They have a heavy tank.
Sokol 1 here. Army Command has finally deemed it prudent to give us fire support. A mortar section and a flight of Su-25s are now on call.
Good.
Говорит Malashenko. The Americans are attacking in strength. We're facing at least a regiment's worth of troops.
Yeah, Sokol 1. The GRU reports them as part of the Oregon National Guard. Our orders are to fix them in place and destroy them.
We'll destroy them to the last man. Malashenko out.
Alright, so we just have to hold. We did get a little bit of reinforcement, or fire support, which is nice. Will be
The
useful
American
later.
attack shows no sign of weakening. You must hold on to that bridge, Romano.
Don't worry, Captain. Or, actually, I think he's a colonel. That one's a good one. You have to really be good at anticipating where they're going to be, not where they are currently. Pay careful attention to where they're going. Like, this group usually goes into this area here. Thus, you can always, mostly, be assured to send in a MiG or something, or Su-25 to this area. It will always come from that area, too. I may have just put two in the same spot, actually. I think. Oh, no, so many. There we go. Alright, our vehicles are holding out very nicely. The frontline defenses are working extremely well.
The enemy attack has finally been spent. They're falling back.
Good.
Don't give them any respite, Romano. Counterattack at once.
So we have to push. Go,
All
go, go.
Sokol 1 elements. The Americans are falling back. Advance and destroy them. Sokol 1 out.
Alright, so now it's our turn. All we have to do is just advance to the next lines.
Acknowledged.
And we have to set up defenses. Now you don't worry about fire support for Malyshenko. He doesn't deserve it anyway. But your tasks involve just what's in front of you.
Very
And
good, Romano. Consolidate your position before advancing further. We cannot afford to lose the ground we've gained.
This is Malyshenko. We have destroyed an enemy mechanized company. Continuing the advance at this time.
Well done, Captain. Don't let them get away. Sokol 1 out.
by putting in your tactical aid points to help Malyshenko, you're not really
Well done,
doing
Lieutenant.
anything.
Now press the attack.
You're not accomplishing anything. You need to use those points on yourself.
Acknowledged. Hold up firing orders.
Holy
Malyshenko
crap.
to Sokol 1. We are now at position 4, dealing with light skirmish forces.
Understood. Hold in place. Sokol 1 out.
Just gonna clear
Retake the
the...
ground you lost, Romano, before it's too late.
Sometimes that will happen. It's just a glitch in that because the enemy holds the new command spots. So don't worry about getting yelled at for that. And again, make sure that no vehicles run over your infantry, because they will kill them by running them over. We got 3 this time to take. Oh yeah, Malyshenko has his own reinforcements and fire support, so another reason not to worry about and just concentrate fire support on your forces. Because he can take care of his own freaking self-presumptuous self. Or presumptuous self,
Almost
I
there,
should say.
Romano. Get some fortifications up.
This is Malyshenko. Request permission to pursue the enemy.
Yet, Captain. We must keep the perimeter intact. We have dealt the Americans a hard blow. It will have to be enough for today.
And right now, this is sort of near the end of the mission, so casualties aren't too much of a concern now. At least much, anyway. But just don't get too haughty of your own power. Oh, and by the way, if you say choose the third option for 3 tank busters and you only put down 2, then it'll cancel out the third one, and you won't be able to call it in until it fully refinishes again. So do be careful about that. So if I were to choose 3 artillery strikes and only used 1, I've got to wait for that one to finish and
We
this
have
one
the
to
field. The river
redo
crossing is secured, and now the rest of the battle group can move across. Excellent performance all around. Sokol 1, out.
Alright, that was the end of the mission. Segot. We get to listen to lovely Russian music. Alright, not too bad. We got the Excellent Reconnaissance Scout badge for completion of the maneuvers, and combat service. Oh, for just successfully doing a good enough job. So that was the end of that mission. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you in the next one.